Hello again, welcome to today's attempt at that Fibble puzzle. This is Wordle, but there's a liar in every row, so maybe the S is lying. But if it is, should it be yellow or green? Or maybe the I, E, V, or other E is the one that's lying instead? The only way to find out is to play. It's auto-populated that first guess, and it's an interesting first guess, because they're all grey. Clearly one of them is lying, so that means that exactly one of these letters is in the word, but we don't know which. So let's just test 5 new letters and see if that helps us. I'm going to start with about, because after this we'll have used all of the vowels, so maybe that will turn out to be useful. Wow! I was not expecting that. Okay, so we've got to use one letter from the first row, one letter from the second row, and then 3 new letters. Right, I mean, there are so many combinations of one from the top and one from the second row. I mean, there's 20 combinations, clearly. 4 times 5. Oh dear. This could be very difficult. Let's try shark. We'll start with the S and the A. I think the A is the most common on the second row. I don't know about the top row. The I and the E are pretty common as well. Right. What does that tell us? I mean, clearly the S is lying either here, or both. Oh, I've got no idea what's going on. I mean, maybe the A is lying. Maybe it should be green, and then the answer is chasm. I don't know. This at least will hopefully clear things up. Or it does clear something up. The H is lying on at least one row. Yes, the H is lying at least once on these 2 rows. That means the S can't be lying twice. So there's definitely an S in the word, which means the S was definitely lying up here. So there's no I or E. So there's got to be an A, O or U, surely. I think the H is probably more likely to be lying, just because it's not the most common of letters, so we probably haven't got it. And then that means we've got a C or an M to go alongside the S. And we've also got to use one of these vowels. Probably not the A. Okay, so let's... I mean, it can't be shock because the S can't be first. It could be chops or something like that, but they tend not to have plurals. But I think it is logically valid. The C and the O are lying in those positions. Oh no, but sorry. I should be ignoring the H, shouldn't I? We just assumed that it was lying. Okay. So if it is lying, then what does that tell us? The S doesn't have to be 4th, and it doesn't have to be 5th, because it could be 2nd or 3rd. When the H was 2nd, I was thinking clearly the S isn't 2nd or 3rd, but actually it can be, because the H shouldn't be there. So what are we going to do instead? I mean, maybe the M would be lying instead. I really don't know. I'm just looking at the letters that we've got left. The fact that the S is not first and probably not last is a bit confusing. So maybe my assumptions up here are wrong. Maybe we do have an H, and maybe the S is lying because it's actually first. That makes a bit more sense, because it could be an SH beginning. Then we have to use the O. What's the end of the word going to be? Shown. I don't think this is going to be correct, but I think it is logically a valid answer, so it should give me some more information that's useful, I hope. Wow. I've not had that very often, but I've got 5 greens and I haven't got the correct answer. So whichever letter is lying, it should be grey, but it's lying and they've turned it green. I kind of do like it when that happens. That is quite amusing. I think it's going to be showy, and they tend not to have past tenses, so I didn't think shown was going to be correct, but I just didn't think of showy. It's not a very common word, but it feels like it's going to be correct, and it is. A little bit annoyed that I didn't get that one guess sooner, to be fair, but considering I was completely confused after those first 3 guesses, I think I'm pretty happy to get it in 5 guesses total without having to spend an extra 5 minutes thinking. That was tricky, but we did get there in the end. That is Fibble. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.